Now let's say if you're given a sequence of numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and your goal is to write an equation that will help you to find any indicated term. So what equation describes this pattern? Notice that we have an arithmetic sequence that increases by 2. The common difference is 2. So the equation is simply 2n because it differs by 2. And you could test it. If you plug in 1, 2 times 1 will give you the first term 2. If we plug in 3, 2 times 3 will give us the third term, which is 6. If we plug in 5, 2 times 5 will give us the 10th term. So when you plug in an n value, you need to get the value of the term. And then that's how you know if you have the right equation. So based on that example, what equation can we write that represents this pattern? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and so forth. So notice that the common difference is 3. So it's going to be 3n as opposed to 2n. If you want to find the second term, it's 3 times 2, which is 6. If we want to find the fourth term, 3 times 4, it's 12. Now what about this? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so forth. We can see that it increases by 2. So there's going to be a 2n, but if we plug in 2 into 2n, we won't get 1. We're going to get 2. Since it increases by a common difference, I like to think of it as a linear equation. Here's the linear equation in slope-intercept form. The slope is basically the common difference because it increases by 2. The y-intercept, it turns out that the y-intercept is the 0 term. The first term, a of 1, is this one. To find the term before it, subtract it by 2. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. So the equation is going to be 2x minus 1, or a sub n is 2n minus 1. If we plug in 1, it's going to be 2 times 1 minus 1, which is 1. If we plug in 4, it's 2 times 4 minus 1, which is 8 minus 1, that's 7. That will give us the fourth term. So it helps if you find the 0 term before this one, and that's going to be this number here. Consider this example: 7, 11, 15, 19. So based on a previous example, write a general equation for this one. So we could see that the slope, or the common difference, is 4. 7 plus 4 is 11, 11 plus 4 is 15, and so forth. So there's going to be a 4n. Now the first term, a of 1, is 7. What is the 0 term? So if we go back 4 units, if we subtract 7 by 4, it's going to be 3. So that's like the y-intercept. That's the 0 term. So now, let's find the fourth term based on this equation. It's 4 times 4 plus 3, which is 16 plus 3, that's 19, and that will indeed give us the fourth term of the sequence. Now let's work on some other examples. What about this one? Negative 1, 1, negative 1, 1. What equation can we write that represents this sequence if we have alternating signs? This is simply negative 1 raised to the n power. If you plug in 1, negative 1 to the first power is negative 1. If you plug in 2, negative 1 to the second power, it's going to be positive 1. Negative 1 times negative 1 is 1. If you plug in 3, whenever you have an odd exponent, it's going to be negative. If you plug in 4, then it's going to be positive. So now, what if the order was reversed? So what's the equation for this pattern of numbers? All you need to do is either put a negative sign in front, or what you could do is simply use n minus 1 instead of n. Both will work. For example, let's try to get the fourth term. Using the first equation, it's negative 1 to the fourth power. Negative 1 to the fourth power is positive 1 times the negative on the outside will give us negative 1. If we use the other equation, negative 1 to the 4 minus 1, which is negative 1 to the third power, because the exponent is odd, overall it's going to be negative. So both equations will work in that example. Now what about this? 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, and so forth. What pattern can you see here? Notice that these are all perfect squares. The equation is n squared. 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, and so forth. So now what about this? What if we have alternating signs? Notice that all we need to do is combine the equation for this one and for this one, because the first term is negative, the second is positive. So a of n is going to be n squared times negative 1 raised to the n power. Here's the last example. What if you have a sequence that is based on fractions? How can you write a general equation that describes this pattern of numbers? If you have a fraction, what you want to do is write a separate sequence for the numerator and for the denominator of the fraction. So for the top part of the fraction, the numerator, notice that the sequence of numbers is simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the general equation for that is simply n. Now, for the numbers on the bottom, they differ by 1, so that's 1n. And if a of 1 is 2, we can see that a of 0, the 0 term is 1 less than 2, so it's 1. It's just n plus 1. If we plug in 3 plus 1 is 4, will give us the third term. The third term has the value of 4. So now we just got to put it together. So a of n is equal to, the numbers on top is n, the numbers on the bottom is n plus 1. And so that's the general equation that describes that sequence. So let's say if we have the sequence 7, 10, 13, 16, and 19. The two things that you need is the first term and the common difference. The first term is simply the first number, which is 7. The common difference, you can find it by taking the difference of the second and the first term. So in this case, it's 10 minus 7, which is 3. You can also find it by taking the third term and subtracting it from the second term. 13 minus 10 is 3, 16 minus 13 is 3, and so the difference is the same between all numbers. Now once you have the common difference in the first term, you can use this formula. A of n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So just plug in a1, which is 7, and the common difference, which is 3, and then simplify. Let's distribute the 3 to n minus 1. So it's 3n minus 3, and then combine like terms. 7 minus 3 is 4. So therefore we have this equation. It's 3n plus 4. Let's say if we want to find the fourth term, just to check it. A of 4 is 3 times 4 plus 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. So this method works. So now it's your turn. Try this example. Let's say if we have the sequence -8, -6, -4, -2, and so forth. Write a general equation for the sequence of numbers using the formula. So the first term is -8. The common difference is the second term minus the first term, which is -6 minus -8. That's the same as -6 plus 8. So the common difference is 2. So you have to add 2 to get the next term. -8 plus 2 is -6. -6 plus 2 is -4, and so forth. So now let's use this formula to write the general equation. So the first term is -8, and the common difference is 2. So this is going to be -8 plus 2n minus 2, and -8 minus 2 is -10. So this is the equation. And let's check it. the third term is going to be 2 times 3 minus 10. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 minus 10 is -4, which is the third term of the sequence. So let's say if we have the fourth term, which is 39, and the seventh term, which is 57. With this information, how can we write the general equation? In order to write the general equation, we need to find the first term and the common difference. Now, in the previous lesson, we said that the fourth term and the third term differs by one common difference. So the fourth term and the first term differs by 3 common differences, because 4 minus 1 is 3. The seventh term and the fourth term also differs by 3 common differences, since 7 minus 4 is 3. Let's use that equation to find D. The seventh term is 57. The fourth term is 39. So let's subtract both sides by 39. 57 minus 39 is 18. And 18 divided by 3 is 6. So the common difference is 6. Now that we have the common difference, we could find the first term. The fourth term is 39, and D is 6. 3 times 6 is 18, and 39 minus 18 is 21. So the first term is 21. Now that we have the first term and the common difference, we can write the formula. So it's A of n is equal to A of 1 plus n minus 1 times D. So A of 1 is 21, D is 6. So let's distribute 6. So it's 6n minus 6, and 21 minus 6 is 15. So this is the formula, 6n plus 15. And we could check it. Let's calculate the seventh term. So A of 7, that's going to be 6 times 7 plus 15. 6 times 7 is 42. 42 plus 15 is 57. So it works.